All clear. Dispatch, enjoy your ride. Today I drove 12 hours from my home in New Jersey to come all the way out here to this wonderfully, awesomely weird named town of Santa Claus, Indiana, where it's Christmas here 24/7. Other than the theme park behind me, literally the whole town is all Christmas-fied. Right behind me is Holiday World with the wooden roller coaster Raven in the background. A main draw up here is I don't have to wear a mask to go in. A big thing for me going to theme parks is I want to feel as if I am free from the outside world, and I believe this place will be greatly profitable because of that. So we'll see. Come join us. Just stepped inside to Holiday World. Park isn't quite open yet, but we are in their Christmas area of the park. Bunch of shops and stroller rentals as you first walk in. Many, well, it's not many, it's what it's referred to as, I guess you would call this as Park's Midway. Some like Santa Claus statue over there. Very Christmased out. A very clean park, very beautiful park. My first impression, all these flower beds. Got a fountain in the middle with some Christmas ornaments coming up. Got a ski ball over there on the left. Halloween town down that way. I believe 4th of July is back that way somewhere when I looked last night online. Beautiful park though, gorgeous. Back there is Halloween. Back there is all the good stuff, I believe. Santa Claus's Merry Marketplace. You can meet Santa here. I'm just not sure exactly where. Park map. My friend, I can't even find him. He's rumbling around here somewhere. Here's a nice little manger statue. Nice little nativity scene. Ladies and gentlemen, we got our wristbands, which is now a virtual ride system. So it's very similar to Disney's Fast Pass system. You register online, you pick the ride you want to go on, and it's a virtual queue essentially. So it's included with your theme park ticket, and I love it. It's an awesome system that they're utilizing here as far as the whole social distancing thing. But what I'm really loving is I don't need a mask to be here. I feel like I belong in a theme park right now. Unfortunately, seeing the employees where it sucks. Because you can't escape that, and I understand why the employees are wearing it, but for our guests, I will not personally go to a theme park where I have to wear a mask for the foreseeable future. For me, theme parks, I will travel 12 hours across the country just to come to some place that doesn't allow one. Granted, I've been wanting to come to this park for a while now, but this is just giving me a little extra oomph to actually go ahead and do it. We're right behind us waiting for rope drop. We got about 10 minutes before we go in. I'm heading right to the Voyage, just because it's got to be my last and first ride of the day from all the reviews I get, and I'm pretty sure I won't be disappointed. As far as whether it's my favorite Woody other than El Toro, we'll see, because it's highly ranked in my book. So we're going to go on the Voyage first and probably head to Legend and go from there. So come join us. 9:57, we got 3 minutes until we make our getaway down to the Voyage. Straight ahead, ladies and gentlemen, is the Voyage. What a beautiful track layout we are looking at right here. Gorgeous. Here's so many great reviews on this coaster. Enjoy. Alrighty guys, had not one, not two, but 3 rides on the Voyage. I'm trying to get a shot of it right there in the background behind me. If El Toro is a 9.2, that is a 9.4. That is my favorite wooden roller coaster that I've ever been on personally. Has the best airtime I've seen. Better twists and turns than El Toro. It takes it by that much. But it was just such a fantastic ride, and it's about 3 minutes and 23 seconds long. It's a long ride. It's fantastic. It's filled with fun. Whoa! Try to do a front row ride later. Up first on the technical breakdown sheet at Holiday World is the Voyage, my current #1 roller coaster of all time. I can talk to you for hours about how amazing this ride is. Unfortunately, I've only got a few minutes in this video. So here we go with the Voyage. This coaster does not stop. It does not let up from the beginning to end. It is just in-your-face fun. A total intensity of a 9.2. Total track layout of 9.5. It is a beauty. It is so long. It's an incredible coaster to look at. It just looks appealing to the eye. It rides appealing to the eye. It's in your face. You have a G-force. And even the theming at a 6.5, the station is pretty decently themed to the Voyager, similar to the Mayflower ships. It's in the Turkey area, the Thanksgiving area of the park. But yeah, God, incredible so far. Moving on to the next page, track smoothness altogether at a 9. It's it's by no means a debuted in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, this coaster. So it's still pretty smooth for what it is. Still at a 9. Airtime though, let me talk to you real quick about the Voyage. She is an airtime machine, ranking it at a 9.5. 22 total seconds of airtime, more than any other roller coaster in the world on the Voyage. Incredible. And a total rideability factor of 9.5. Yeah, I went on, I believe it was like 9 or 10 times. I lost count how many times I actually rode on. I just stayed on and kept going on and on and on the Voyage. Amazing ride, my favorite coaster of all time currently, ranking in for a total tempo tickets at a 9.07. The Voyage total tempo tickets 9.07. What's really cool about this park is they have all these free sodas set up all around. Would indulge. Entering this, well, there another great shot of the Voyage. Just a beautiful, beautiful coaster, like I said. My new favorite wooden, might be my favorite new coaster at all. I'm sorry, I couldn't even talk. I'm that speechless. Maybe my new favorite coaster altogether. There's a Turkey Whirl. What I liked about that, it created a lot of near collision elements. These theme park enthusiasts, they like to say near miss elements when two coasters or a coaster and some landscape come into close contact. A collision is a near miss. Okay, it's a near hit element, and I'm rephrasing that, okay? We are now looking at Thunderbird, a B&M launched wing coaster, the only one of its kind in America. It looks exciting, 0 to 60. A bunch of inversions. I'm not sure how far down it goes. This park's in the woods. This is the near collision element I was talking about between Thunderbird's train and the Voyage's train. Near collision elements. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, just wow. That was a wonderful... I've never been on a launched wing roller coaster before, because other than America theme parks, I've only been to 2, and that's in Paris, outside of the country. But wow, B&M, you delivered on that one. Excellent launch. A very snappy launch, 0 to 65. Great inversions. What was cool about that is most coasters you're on, you know what way you're going because of the track. The track's in the middle of you, and you get jolted to the right or the left, depending on which way, because you're normally focused on looking at the track, as opposed to, as you can see, the trains, they are winged and spaced out. But still, nonetheless, great ride. It was a heck of a walk uphill from the Voyage. I'm going to go get myself another free drink, and then probably reserve the legend. I'll come back to this and do it later, but I want to make sure I'm able to do that, and I definitely want to get a front row ride on the Voyage later, but that was excellent, excellent, excellent. Up next on the technical breakdown sheet is Thunderbird, the park's B&M launched wing coaster. I also must tell you, this is the only B&M launch coaster in America, ranking in a total intensity of a 7.75, wonderful forces throughout, and an excellent snappy launch. Total track layout at a 7.75. It sits upon a hill. It's a beauty to look at, and it is a wonderful looking roller coaster. Altogether, the theming of 7. The actual station is lovely, and the actual queue itself. Lots of theming all around it. Altogether, at the track smoothness of 8, B&M is built to last, and the smoothness does continue on B&Ms for a long time. Still out of 8 for that. Airtime of 4, nothing crazy besides a few dips and dives. And a total re-rideability factor of 8. What a classic ride. What a great ride. One of its kind for sure. Bringing in Thunderbird's total tempo tickets to 7.0. 7.0 total tempo tickets for Thunderbird. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is a Gobbler Getaway. It is a turkey Thanksgiving dark ride It's a shooting ride, so you score and you get points and all that good jazz.
Inside barrels, behind food bags, atop a scarecrow's head, inside hollow trees, even among Grandma Jones's lawn cake. Yes, the great Gobbler Getaway is the escapade built.
No, I thought I was gonna pop out of there. Oh, there's targets again. First time on this, and I'm a legend apparently. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, for a technical breakdown is the Dark Ride in Gobbler Getaway. Gobbler Getaway, once again located in the Thanksgiving area of the park, and is your classic dark ride shooter. Pretty much very similar to that of Buzz Lightyear or one of your other ones around the world out there. But pretty much you load in, you get a gun, you shoot turkeys, you have some fun. You come into this really nice animatronic of Grandma, which is really cool to see, nicely done. And pretty much the turkeys escape and you gotta get them all back for Thanksgiving. Total theming, all this across the board. Theming, track length, story, and sound all together out of 7. Theming was great, nothing over the top, but also not your typical carnival theme either. Length of it was a decent length as well. Not your longest dark ride, but definitely not your shortest out there. Around roughly, what I remember, about 4 minutes. Story altogether, it is what it is. I mean, it's not the best written story, but it does tell a story at least, so I appreciate that, so it gets a 7. And the sound, the quality of these shooter rides is always fun too. Normally, generally speaking, including this one, have some kind of sound in the background with the shooting guns going all around it all together. Going with the total tempo tickets for Gobbler Getaway, coming in at 7.0 total tempo tickets for Gobbler Getaway. It's a rapids ride they have back here. Might go on later. Not sure how I feel about getting wet. By the way, if you go on these rides and you use the people dryer, it's pointless. I love a good theme park pun, just as anybody else, but this one may take the cake. Hollow Swings. Love it. As we are now walking up to the second of 3 wooden coasters in the park here, the Legend, based on Washington Irving's Legend of Sleepy Hollow. If you know me personally, you know I love the story. It's one of my favorite American folk tours of all time. And this looks just like a beauty to go on and a beauty to ride. Really cool. It's like a traditional horse racing game, but they have the Headless Horseman featured in there. Little really cool nitbit. Just scanned for the Legend. We're gonna be going on now. A little bit of a queue, which is the first one I've seen today so far, but it's really not bad at all. Talk to them when we get out. Not sure if you can see that lever next to the fan, but every time a train dispatches, they pull it and a bell goes off. I'll try to get a shot off right once I get off. So just got off the Legend and another wonderful, spectacular wooden roller coaster they got here at Holiday World. Actually, I would put that in my top 10 of all-time favorite Woodies. I can see why they call it the Legend, based upon a Legend of Sleepy Hollow. It really does feel as if you're riding a horse. And a really cool element at the end of the attraction is you do cross a bridge, similar to the story where Ichabod Crane is chased down by the Headless Horseman, and that's at the end of the attraction, right before your block break run. Up next on the technical breakdown sheet is the Legend. It's a roller coaster, wooden roller coaster, based off the Legend of Sleepy Hollow, written by Washington Irving. Really quick, I forgot to mention in the last video on the Voyage. The Voyage was manufactured by this coaster group called the Gravity Group. And the Legend is manufactured by Customs Coasters International, better known as CCI. Legend was a great roller coaster as well here. They really do like the wooden roller coasters in this park, and I am not complaining because wooden roller coasters are my favorite. All right, here we go with the Legend, ranking in an intensity of 8. Wonderful curve drop, wonderful G-force throughout. Yeah, really fun time on a Legend. Definitely an intense ride. Total track layout of 8 is beauty to look at. Altogether, it's nice and compact to where the area needs to be in the park, but it's also a wonderful addition to the skyline. Theming of 6, the station was moderately themed. They did have this cool bell that they pulled when they dispatched the trains, which I thought was really cool, but other than that, very moderate theming. Smoothness of 7, it is a CCI. They are known for being a little bit smoother of the Woodies, but it's a bit of an older ride, and there's also some wear and tear too, but totally a smoothness of 7. Total airtime of 7, nothing insane like the Voyage, but nothing not standard to a wooden roller coaster as well. Total re-rideability factor of 7.5, giving the Legend a total tempo ticket score of 7.35. 7.35 total tempo tickets for the Legend. Fantastic time. This park is very clean. The 2 woodens I've been on so far are in my top 10, and one of them is my favorite of all time now. Gonna head and get some food, then head over towards the Raven and see what else I could do here at Holiday World. It's extremely humid today, so going to be taking a little cool off on Frightful Falls. That is the bridge I was telling you about on the Legend that's set on, as you can see going down right there. Beautiful roller coaster. Something really cool I just realized about the Legend, where they store their other car. They're only running one train right now, but they store it. It's called the Legend Stable 1, and it's pretty nifty. I like it. Modern theming. So just booked my next reservation for my last coaster here today in the park, and that is the Raven. I'll be going down in about 21 minutes after I eat. Really cool out in Christmas land here. Santa Storytime Theater. I'm not sure if it's operational today, but it looks really interesting. Took a break to get some lunch and escape from the heat in Santa's Workshop. Pretty nifty little place they got here. Always decorated for Christmas.
Everyone's waiting for the next surprise. The corner man hiding in a trash can. Something's waiting.
Our last coaster of the day, ladies and gentlemen, the Raven. These gates remind me similar to those of the Haunted Mansions. You may steal your glasses. Glasses are considered a loose article, which raises my question to theme parks that don't allow loose articles on rides that are going to make guests required to wear masks. It's a loose article, so you can't set a double standard, in my opinion, for safety reasons, of course, while on a ride. So just walking off the Raven, definitely not my favorite coaster in the park. Was a solid Woody though. People I've been talking to around here seem to hate on it, and I think that's because it's bumpy and it's a little bit older than the other roller coasters here. But I mean, if you're a real roller coaster enthusiast, you love the bumpy Woodies, and I did like that one. I wouldn't put it in my top 15 of all time Woodies, but definitely worth a re-ride. Gonna be now walking to the 4th of July section and then do a few more rides on a Voyage before. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, on the technical breakdown sheet is the Raven, once dubbed the best wooden roller coaster in the world. Also a CCI, a Custom Coasters International creation. Unfortunately, the Raven's in the same theme park as the Voyage, so that claim was made, obviously, before the Voyage was built. But a good ride nonetheless, the Raven. You can tell it has some age on it, but definitely fun to get on either which way. Intensity total of 7 altogether. Not the most intense, but definitely did deliver on some G-forces there. Total track layout of 7.5. It's the first thing you see when you get into the park. It's iconic. It's nice to look at. 7.5 altogether. Total theming of 7. It does have a nice graveyard and a nice gate entrance. It looks like you're coming into the church for the station, so it is a little bit better than the other 2 coasters as far as theming. A total smoothness of 6.5. Yeah, it wasn't the smoothest Woody in the world, that's for sure. Total airtime again of 6.5. Got some decent airtime, but then again, nothing that stayed constant for me enough throughout the ride. Re-rideability factor though of 7, just because of the historic value of it, and it is a fun ride regardless. Bringing score to 6.9. 6.9 total tempo tickets. The outside of the building where we ate lunch today, still wonderfully gorgeously themed for Christmas. Santa's Merry Marketplace. Headed to the 4th of July to hit up Liberty Launch, the park's launch drop tower. And this is our last themed area to check out of Holiday World. It is 4th of July. Right below me is the Star Spangled Carousel. The name grew on me. I didn't like it at first, but now I do. Looks like we got a Lewis and Clark Trail, which is, I'm not sure exactly what that is. More Liberty gift shops and whatnot. Looks like the Lewis and Clark Trail is closed And I just want to peep out and see exactly what it is. Can't tell what it is. Oh, family car ride. There we go. Huh, sucks it's closed. I would have taken a ride on it. Now here's something interesting you don't see at many theme parks. They have grab bags, which you could purchase. They're like little presents. You can't open them until you buy it, so kind of like what you get is what you get. But pretty nifty idea. So unfortunately we got the news the Voyage just went down. Not sure how long it's going to be. They never give you an estimated time for that. Of course, so we'll walk around a few shops here, and then if permissible, we'll go back. I mean, we already got 4 rides on it today, so I'm not tripping too bad if I don't, but I'd like to do it one more time. A bit of history of how this park came to be. It was originally called Santa Claus Land, and then they eventually, after it became more popular, they expanded the other regions. But this right here is the original Santa Claus Land Railroad, which was in operation. This little, yeah. Now most of the park is flat rides and coasters, but they do theme their flat rides based upon what land you're in. So here's Firecracker going around. I have so many ideas if I was in charge of this park, what I would do is to make it more effective as far as theming is concerned. Go on Liberty Launch. As somebody who's been to the real Alamo, I'm not impressed. About to pick me up a really cool souvenir. It's the Voyage. It's a miniature replica. That's what it looks like on the back, and you build it yourself. So I'm really looking forward to doing this when I get home. So excellent news. The Voyage just opened back up, so we're gonna go do it. Before I came to this park, this is the reason I really wanted to come, but I mean, I'm not gonna disagree with the voted #1 coaster on the planet. It's fantastic. Just did 5 rides on the Voyage, 5 rides in a row. That was spectacular. Got my front row ride, even just as good as the back. Getting more free drinks here. I'm having a great time here at Holiday World. Wow, well, another set of fantastic rides on the Voyage. I think that's going to be a wrap for today. We got everything done. Fortunately for me, this park is empty. Unfortunately for the people that operate it, it's unfortunate. But yeah, what an incredibly fascinating time. I'll do my final review at the front. Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. My day here at Holiday World. We had a fantastic time. I got to ride my new favorite wooden coaster. I'm actually going to say my new favorite coaster of all time in the Voyage. A total of 9 times today, so that was excellent to get on that. The Legend, once again, another top 10 coaster for me. Thunderbird was great. I wouldn't put it into my top 10, but still a solid ride, and so is the Raven. All in all, this place is amazing. They don't charge you for parking. You have free soft drinks throughout. The food's reasonable, and everybody's super nice. The park's super clean. It's very hot out here, so I mean the free beverages have definitely been coming into play and helping me out with my hydration today. The only thing I wish they did here was serve beer or wine. I wouldn't mind a drink right now, but again, it's a family park, and they want to keep it that way. It's extremely nice and beautiful. Would I recommend you taking a trip out here if you have a family? Absolutely. You know, I'm a coaster enthusiast, and my friend and I, we booked this last minute, like in 3 hours. I mean, got in the car and left New Jersey, and here we are. Either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed my time here at Holiday World. I had a blast. Now it's time for me to go back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for my final review on Holiday World. I know at the beginning of this video, I said I don't want to go to theme parks where masks are going to be mandatory. I learned real quick that if I want to go to theme parks, I'm just going to have to suck it up for a little bit. As much as I do wish I could go with that one, because I really feel like it does take away the whole point of the theme park when you're supposed to escape from the outside world. For now, I just got to suck it up. But either way, here we go, my total review on Holiday World. Holiday World's theming today is going to be coming to you at a 6.9. It is nicely themed. It's not immersively themed, but they do a nice job. It's like a step or 2 below Busch Gardens for me. It was nice. Very mom and pop, so it did feel that way. So, I mean, maybe I'm spoiled, but for me, it's a 6.9. It's not bad, but not the best. On to cost, though. Holiday World with cost was excellent. Free parking, $30 to get in. My meal for lunch was under $10. And what's wonderful is throughout the whole entire day, you get free soda. Or Gatorade or water that's given to you is also with free sunscreen too. So, I mean, you really get an 8.5 for that. Cost is excellent here at Holiday World. On to the next part of cleanliness. Also gets an 8. Wonderful clean park. They definitely do take pride on keeping the park clean. I didn't see any trash around whatsoever. Quality of attractions, I mean, it's also going to rank here at an 8, especially with having the Voyage. 2 other solid Wonder roller coasters. A B&M like Thunderbird, where it's the only kind of its kind in America. It's amazing attractions. Definitely get an 8 on that. Operations, they'll take a little bit of a niche, 7.5. They weren't running as many trains as possible. It is what it is, though. 7.5 wasn't the worst operations in the world, that's for sure. And a total park upkeep of 7.5. Some dinks and danks. I'm sure some of it's supposed to look that way. Some of it they want to keep old and historic, but altogether, upkeep of 7.5, bringing the total temple tickets for Holiday World in at a 7.72. 7.72 total temple tickets. I'll catch everybody next time, and until then, I'll meet you at the Midway.